Okay, this is the 13th or 14th edition of the Positive Postman podcast. And I have with me today a very, very special individual. She is a mother, she's an aunt, she's a business owner. She is CEO, founder, and president of Nana's Kitchen. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
So let's get right into it.
Okay.
How long have you been in business for yourself?
I've always been an entrepreneur. We've actually had this kitchen here, brick and mortar, for the last 7 years.
Okay. Who are some business owners who influenced you? Who are you influenced by?
Of course, Miss Drake's. She did it the best.
Okay.
She did it a long time ago. Her cafeteria style, then Wyatt's Cafeteria. My uncle was one of the founding managers. He would fly different cities and help open up Wyatt Cafeteria. So I was certainly influenced by him. And my grandmother, she was one of the first chefs at Sky Chef back in the day. Before we ever had DFW, we had Northfield. What we had.
Okay.
So I've been cooking with her a long time.
Sky Chef.
Sky Chef.
What is that?
They actually used to provide the food for the airplanes back when they actually had food on the planes. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Before the dry peanuts and Coke.
Yeah.
So you actually could get, real food on the planes.
So that was in the early 80s?
It had to be.
Okay.
It had to be.
Okay. So when did you first get introduced to the kitchen?
Oh, probably when I was a toddler. I've literally been around the kitchen, around the ladies, around aunts, grandmother cooking my entire life.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So toddler.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you first turn the fire on and, start cooking?
I think we probably started with easy stuff like potato salad, easy stuff like that before we went to, actually the stove.
So this is not on the card, but did you have an easy bake oven?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
A baby alive and an easy bake oven, yes.
Yeah. Easy bake ovens that, some of my viewers might not know much about that, but that was a 70s and 80s toy.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. How did you go about choosing this particular facility to start your business?
Okay, great question. I've actually lived in this neighborhood, East Fort Worth, for over 25 years.
Okay.
Raised both of my children in the community. And I knew that this community needed a soft spot to fall into on Friday nights, Saturday nights, pick up your fish baskets, your pork chop baskets, maybe a Sunday dinner.
Right.
And so when it became available, I spoke with the owners of the building a couple of times and prayed about it, and it came to fruition.
And it's been 7 years.
It's been 7 years.
Do you have any future plans with the business?
Well, we are always looking for new avenues, streams of income, possibly getting our seasons in stores, maybe even some of our products in the frozen section. That's a possibility. We definitely want to focus this year on our merchandise, as far as your warm-ups, your hoodies, your t-shirts, and so on. We want to put that out there and change up a few other things.
So a little bit of Nana's Kitchen merch.
Right.
Yeah.
People are always asking us for t-shirts, and the employees have them, but nobody else. And so we can probably sell them.
Okay. And you do good, I'm sure.
I think so.
Now, the last time we talked, you told me your plan to get the new table design.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Okay, so what we're trying to do, we want this space to become a little bit of history. We really want to focus on the advancement of colored people.
Okay.
So for the tables, our designs, the table skins are going to basically, they'll wrap the table in old newspaper articles, magazine, Faces of Jet magazine and some other magazine lessons, and what have you. And then for the walls, we're looking to have, in chronological order, the entire emancipation from the bus boycott forward. Pictures with Obama, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, just black and whites on the walls is what we like to do. So that when you do come and you do have your soul food and you are able to pick up, did you know that this was the first black millionaire in Fort Worth, lived right here on Terrell Street, William Gooseneck McDonald, did you know? So we hope to have information, fill this place with just, not just good food and laughter and fun, but, history, some information.
Yeah, so people get a little education while they eat.
Good conversation too.
Yeah, indeed.
Positive.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, we got this food sitting here. This
Okay.
is Nana's famous meatloaf, and of course you got the yams and the pinto beans with ground meat.
With ground meat.
Okay.
Greens and corn.
Greens and corn, and the cornbread. Is there anything special about the cornbread?
You know what? You have to eat it to find out. No, seriously. It's a honey buttered cornbread. It's very, very good.
Yes, it is.
Very good.
Yes, it is. And I'm trying to stay out of my plate while I talk to her.
That's your favorite meatloaf.
That right.
That's your go-to.
But your gift to cook, where did it come from?
Soul food is from the heart. And so I always had people over. We were always doing parties or some type of dinners or what have you. It just has always been a part of my family, cooking.
Okay.
Grew up doing it. The parties just came next, and this place came after that. So it's just, like I say, when you're doing soul food, it's just from your heart, basically. It's a dash of this, a pinch of that, keeping an eye on the such and such so it doesn't burn,
Right.
So you just have to have a love for it.
Yeah. So you pretty big on family.
I am. A lot of my family work here or previously worked here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm big on it.
So, what person or persons played the biggest role in your life?
My kids. They have definitely helped shape who I am. Watching them navigate. Now my children are 20, 30, and now to watch them navigate, their own lives is pretty interesting. I try to not be a mother hen all the time.
Okay.
Let them figure some things out, but it's been quite interesting to watch them grow and become, who they are. They're good people.
So are you a empty nester?
For the most part, I am.
Okay.
My mother lived with me and my aunt and my granddaughter's dog.
Okay. Your
Yeah.
granddaughter's dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why, but have her golden doodle.
How's the relationship with the dog?
Oh, yeah. So my aunt takes care of the dog.
Okay.
I just take care of the payment for grooming and what have you. He's pretty big now.
Okay.
He's too big for me to handle.
Yeah.
So he needs lots of help. He likes to run. Legs are long. He loves to run. Never get tired. But anyway.
Those doodles get pretty big.
But see, I thought he was a miniature. Well, on the bottom, I thought he was a mini. But he just grew and grew. So now, like, he's on his hind legs. He's taller than me.
Oh man.
He's pretty big.
That's
He's
a lot.
beautiful, but he's big.
Yeah, that's a lot of dog. Tell me about this photo with you and your daughter, and she was pregnant.
So my only daughter, I'm working. We had issues with complications with the pregnancy.
Okay.
So we took the IVF route instead of traditional. So we finally got a successful pregnancy, and the pictures are just, bliss. We were maybe a month away from delivery, and so that picture we decided was appropriate with her hands and then my hands and then paint and do that, and the footprints on her stomach. Super cute.
Yeah. So that's a miracle child.
She is a miracle. She is a miracle.
How old is the baby now?
She's 4.
Okay.
Going on 4. Yeah. She's remarkable. She's 4.
Have you been able to see any type of gifts or qualities that she possesses yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure what her IQ is. They did alert us that she would be very smart and that she would have super vocabulary.
Okay.
And she does. Her comprehension and her vocabulary is astounding for a 4-year-old.
Wow. Huh. I like to see how she turns out. It's gonna be something
Oh,
special.
she's gonna be something special.
Indeed. Proud grandmother.
Proud granny. Well, I'm her granny love.
Okay. So what does she call you?
Granny love.
Granny Love.
Granny love.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people don't like to be called Granny nowadays.
It don't bother me at all. But my mom, she calls her Granny, and she calls me Granny Love. And then I have another granddaughter. She's 2, and I have a grandson. He's 3. So I'm blessed 3 times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you literally light up when you're talking about that.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Star is my youngest granddaughter, and then Prince is my only grandson, and then Marley, she's the oldest of the pack.
Prince
Prince, Marley, and Star.
and Marley
And Star.
and Star.
Mhm.
Okay, we got to talk about these names.
Well, my grandson is Douglas Prince,
Okay.
and Prince for short, and Star Baby. We went back and forth, but her name is Star.
Okay.
Her name is Star.
And what about Marley?
Marley
Does that have
Rain.
any correlation with the artist?
No.
Okay.
But Marley, we settled on Marley, and we settled on Rain for the rainbow, so it's Marley Rain.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are nice names. Let's talk about these the funnel cakes that you have on the menu.
Oh, they're fun. They're fun. A lot of people like fair foods, like funnel fries, funnel cakes, turkey legs and stuff like that. But as you know, the fair is only here like once a year,
Yeah.
and so we do offer around year-round funnel cakes, and we do everything from an Oreo with ice cream to M&M funnel cakes, peach cobbler funnel cake, you name it. Rose does the funnel cakes, and she's amazing.
Okay. That was a nice strategic move on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The customers, they comment sometimes and let us know what they're looking for. I think we need a nacho, a really good nacho. They call it a trash can nacho, but it kind of has everything on it, and then you just dump the can. You make it in the can, and then once you have it made, you put the plate here, and then you dump it, and you serve it like that. So the customer actually gets to pull the can off, and the nachos kind of fall into place.
Interesting. Yeah. So when do you see that? When will that?
Probably here in the summertime, a little bit lighter food, something, sometimes the younger people, they like burgers, wings, nachos, lighter food.
Yeah.
So we cater to everybody.
Do you eat? What do you eat?
So meatloaf's my favorite.
Okay.
I've been
We got
making
that income.
And yeah, we do. I've been making that meatloaf my kids' entire life, but they don't eat beef.
Okay.
They never would eat the meatloaf. It's my #1 seller. Now
Okay.
the neighbors and my nieces, they love the meatloaf, but my 2 kids, no beef. But the meatloaf's my favorite. Catfish will be my next favorite, and our salads. I love our salads.
Okay.
My favorite.
Do you taste the food while you're cooking it?
I taste and tune pretty much all the time, whether I'm doing it or the other chef is doing it. I taste and tune all the time.
Okay. Okay.
It's imperative.
Right. Let's talk about your specials.
Okay.
The first one, you will have wings for 89 cents.
89 cents. Well, we try to make it affordable. We've been in this community for 7 years. We're just not in the community to make a buck. We actually care about the community. We want to provide affordable meals for the community. Any help we can bring, whether it's letting someone have a literacy program and use this facility, or the neighborhood having a meeting here. We're just here for the community, okay? And so I think the 89 cents wings it's light on their pocketbook. If they just want something quick for the kids, whatever, they can call in, get a kids plate, or they can get wings for 89 cents tonight. We just run that kind of all the time, different times we run that.
89 cents. 89 cents wings at Nana's Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what particular day or?
I know Rose tries to run it on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on Fridays. So you just have to follow us. So if they follow us, they'll see it. It'll pop up.
Okay. Tell the people how to follow you.
Oh God, we're on all the social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on TikTok.
Okay.
They can find Nana's Kitchen.
Nana's is everywhere.
Well, Nana's is the place to be, okay?
Thanks. Okay, this next special, to me, it was almost too good to be true.
And it is too good to be true. But here again, we appreciate our customers. They come from near and far, and we appreciate them.
And this is, let me tell the people.
You can tell them.
Okay, this is a $1 catfish plate. A catfish plate for $1, right?
Correct.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, it's gonna be this Saturday, the 17th, I believe is the day. We will start at 4 p.m. and we'll run it for about 4 hours to about 8 p.m.
Okay.
It will be a $1 catfish basket. So it will have one single fillet, French fries, and a hush puppy, and a homemade tartar sauce with it. So that is our $1 appreciation meal. I encourage everybody to come out and come early.
Right.
But we anticipate a line around the building and a lot of fun. We'll have a DJ here playing music, just good fun. Hopefully everybody comes and have a little Kool-Aid and get your fish basket.
Yeah, I got a feeling that they will.
I hope so.
I saw Deborah Peoples up here. Shout out to Deborah
Shout
Peoples.
out, congratulations, Deborah.
Brand new District 5 City Councilwoman.
And it has had a stronghold on District 5 for many years. Gina Bibbins held that seat.
Yes.
For many years.
And she retired.
She retired.
Yeah.
We love Gina.
Yeah, indeed. So, what are your thoughts on the new city council? What do you expect? Do you have any expectations?
I think that she's gonna be she's gonna definitely follow suit. Gina did great things. I think Deborah's gonna do wonderful things. She's a great leader. She led one of the Fortune 500 companies for years, and she did well there. I think she's definitely a family-oriented person. I think she's gonna do great. I think she's gonna do amazing things. It's her turn. She's gotten a nod by the people. We've all supported her. I think she'll do real good.
Yeah. Miss Peoples, if you're listening, we're talking about you, and thank you for being on my podcast also. And good luck to you. What does God mean to you?
Everything. He's the head of my life. So, he's the reason why we do it. He puts us on loan and assignment to these folks every day. I tell them all the time, y'all better be nice to me. I'm on loan and assignment from the Lord to help y'all right now. But he has kept this place going. He's kept everybody, with what they need during this transition from the fire, from COVID into the fire. So we had a rough few years, keeping the doors open with takeout only was very difficult for us. But God has been good, and he has shown mercy on this place and kept this place open and going, and I'm grateful.
Okay, when did the fire happen?
In June of 23. It was a combustion fire due to some towels that had just come back from the laundry, and it took about 10 hours, and they kind of smoldered, and and about 10 hours later it was full on fire.
Okay. And so you made a full recovery.
Right? Yeah. It's taken a long time, but we definitely have made a full recovery. I'm pretty pleased with our new space and everything.
What other, in the last 7 years, have there been any other pitfalls or downfalls or setbacks?
Well, you know what, not really, I wouldn't call them setbacks. We're always learning something new. The hardest challenge for many of small businesses like myself would be inventory, you know. The cost of goods just going up overnight, it seems like, and things are not going up by a few pennies, they're going up by $5 and $10, you know. So that's very hard on us because we try not to pass every price increase onto our customers because they're locked into what they can afford to spend outside of their homes, you know, on a day-to-day. And so we try to be mindful of that too, but sometimes it comes a point where we have to pass it. A little bit of that on to our customers, and that makes us sad. But for the most part, we do see the good and the bad, you know, the highs and the lows. We just kind of navigate daily through them. I know one time we couldn't even find containers during COVID to put the food in. You know, it's like, what are we gonna do now? But God always provides, so we come through. I think the work is hard.
Inflation is real.
Inflation is really real. You know, when you have a budget and your eggs go from $40 to $105 a case, that's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot on business.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say to an aspiring business owner?
I would say make sure that that's the right business for you. Make sure that it's a business that you absolutely love. Your heart has to be in it because there's gonna be some trying days, there's gonna be some challenges, some highs and some lows. But if you're committed to it, if you love it, you'll stick with it. You know, you won't just throw in the towel because the electric bill came in twice as high. You know, you won't throw in the towel because the oil prices went up. You know, you'll figure it out. You'll find a way. You'll stay in it. So for me, I have just decided that this is my plan A, B, and C, and I'm not going anywhere. And so we just continue to find a way every day to make it work.
And it looks like it's working.
It is working. Praise God, it's working. I have great team members that work alongside of me every day. Because not only do we do this, we do private contracts with schools. We have 2 food trailers that we run, a big catering business that we run, and then the kitchen, the actual restaurant. So we kind of stay busy. We have over 30 employees, so we stay busy.
Okay. Is there any plans in the future to open up another location?
Well, I can't see it right now, but whatever God says, I can't see it right now. Mm-hmm.
What do you want your legacy to be, or how do you want to be remembered when it's all said and done?
Oh, wow. Well, we feed the homeless and unsheltered, right? Probably upwards of about 500 people a month we feed, and that's from our budget. I always want to be remembered for taking care of the people. For housing them when they needed to be housed, the few that I've been able to help, feeding them when they've been hungry, to help eradicate this whole hunger issue that we have here in the city. We shouldn't have that. I've done all types of programs for YMCA feeding programs, just community food programs. So I think I would want my legacy for my children to be the humanitarian, you know, part of my life, that I gave back, and I tirelessly give back, you know, and I give with a cheerful heart, just to make sure that my fellow man and woman, that they're okay. If there's something small or large that I can do, I hope that I did it when I had the chance to do it. You know, I hope I gave the $5 when they needed it, or I gave the free meal when somebody was hungry, or whatever it is, and then my grandchildren's children will be able to live on my legacy too.
Right. So you are a giver.
Oh yeah.
Or a Trimble Tech Bulldog alumni.
I am, class of 1988.
Okay. And you went to, you told me you went to Dunbar for a class.
Back when they used to have, I didn't have enough science when graduation was approaching, and so I went what they call multi-campus. So I did go for a spell to Dunbar just for the science piece of it, and that's why I met Coach Kennard. He was that part of my teacher for the science.
Yeah. So you was kind of like a wildcat a little bit.
I'm a bulldog all the time.
Now you recently went on a cruise.
I recently went to Mexico. I had a ball. I think I took about 7 or 8 days on the Carnival Jubilee. I loved it. My assistant Jordan was able to go, and I think we laid out and tanned a while and tried all the different food, and just met some wonderful people on the ship and kept connection with them. I think we're planning a trip now to go to like Destin, Florida or something. But yeah, we had a wonderful cruise.
How many cruises have you been on?
I've been on a few cruises now, but I haven't got the diamond status yet, so I'm still chasing.
All right.
I'm still chasing those days.
Okay.
But I did get a free cruise. Coming off of this one, Carnival offered me another cruise. I'm like, another one?
Yeah.
Where's it go?
A free cruise.
Free.
Yeah. You were recently spotted on a podcast called Hey Sis.
Okay.
What is Hey Sis all about?
Hey Sis is a real woman's organization, a sisterhood. Women from all walks of life just getting together, having real world conversations about just everything, just life, just, being a woman, being a certain age, being in relationships or without a relationship. Just, we talk about everything, jobs, family, you name it, we talk about it, mental health, just everything that you talk to your girlfriend about. Hey sis, that's what we're all about. Being there for one sister to the other sister.
Okay. Hey sis, that's a pretty good podcast. Y'all check that out. I'm not sure how to direct them to check it out.
I think we'll have to get a link, but it may be heysis.com. We'll have to get a link on it.
Okay. What kind of music do you listen to?
I like all kinds of music. I love gospel music. With Beyonce doing Cowboy Carter, I love country music.
Okay.
Blues, jazz. You just can't miss me, really. I just love good music. I love great artists and good music. Just the arts, period.
Yeah. Rap?
I love rap.
Who do you like?
I like Twisted Black.
Okay.
I like 50 Cent. I like Little Too Short. I like T Grizzly, but let's keep going.
Any Scarface or Tupac?
Oh yeah, I love Pac. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No problem. Come back anytime.
Okay.
Anytime we can talk.
I sure will.
And bring your mother.
And bring mama.
Bring mama next time.
That's the representation of mother behind the camera.
Okay, met mother one day. She came through. So bring her next time.
I sure will.
She'll be in the podcast with us. Yeah, we can talk about some recipes or something. Bring her next time.
She gonna be talking about pork chops.
I know, that's all right.
All right, this is the 13th edition of the Positive Postman's podcast, and this is Miss Toshia Ramsay.
Nana's Kitchen.
Nana's Kitchen, signing off. Peace.